If you've been thinking of studying in Germany without having to worry about your tuition fees or living expenses, then this video is for you. I'm going to be sharing one of the best fully funded scholarships out there. Before you apply, there are eligibility rules that you need to follow. By the end of this video, you know if this scholarship applies to you and also how to apply correctly. So if you're interested in knowing more about this scholarship, then please keep watching this video. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're a newbie, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome. I'm so glad to have you back. My name is Tommy, as you already know, and let's dive right into the video. So let's start this video by clearly explaining what the DAAD MIPLC Scholarship actually means. DAAD in English translates to German Academic Exchange Service. It's basically Germany's main body for funding international students. And MIPLC is the Munich Intellectual Property Law Center, which is based in Munich, Germany. This particular scholarship is part of DAAD's program for what they call development-related postgraduate courses. Essentially, Germany wants to train skilled professionals from developing countries who would eventually go back to their home country and use what they've learned to build up their home countries. That's the whole philosophy around this scholarship. So if you're from a developing nation and you're looking to specialize in intellectual property law, that's your patents, trademarks, copyright, and that entire whole field, this is one of the strongest fully funded routes into a German university. This scholarship is open to graduates from any academic background, not just law. So now let's talk about what the applicant would eventually get if you're selected. Number one, you'll be getting a full fee waiver for the MIPLC program. The tuition fee is completely covered. Two, you'll be getting a monthly stipend of 934 euros, which works out to be about 11,208 euros a year. That's your entire living allowance for your rent. It will cover your rent, your food, and day-to-day life in Munich. Three, it covers your health, accident, and liability insurance while you are in Germany, which is a big deal because insurance in Germany isn't optional, it's very important. And it takes that stress off your plate completely. Number four, a travel allowance, which helps you cover your flight and travel costs unless your home country or another source is already covering that for you. Number five, a study and research allowance. This helps you with books, materials, and research-related expenses. And here's a really nice touch. Before your program even begins, you get a mandatory 2 months German language course, which is completely free and held in Munich or another German city. So even if your German is at ground zero right now, they prepare you before your classes start. One important detail to note here, because the DAAD scholarship includes a full fee waiver, you actually have to apply simultaneously for the MIPLC's own financial assistance program as well. So keep that in mind that it's not just one application, there's a parallel piece to it. So you're not just applying for the DAAD scholarship, you're also applying for the MIPLC scholarship simultaneously. So now let's get into the eligibility because this is where the applicants will find out if they are qualified or not. So you need to meet the following requirements in order to qualify for this scholarship. Requirement 1, you need to be from a developing country. Based on the OECD DAC list, I'll drop a link to access the link in my description box below. You can check if your country is on the list. So I'll cite an example here. If you're a Nigerian living in Nigeria, you automatically qualify for this scholarship because Nigeria is part of the list. And also, if you're a Nigerian that has been living in Ghana maybe for the past 1 year, you also qualify because Ghana is part of the list as well. However, if you're a Nigerian that has been living in Germany for the past 2 years before applying for this scholarship, then you do not qualify because Germany is not part of the developing country list. Always read the latest official requirements because they can always update their conditions, because the programs can always update their conditions. So it's worth checking your eligibilities carefully. Requirement 2, you need at least a 4-year bachelor's degree. So if your bachelor's was for 3 years, you need an additional 1 year on top of that. And this has to be completed with above average results, so your results really matter in this scholarship process. Requirement 3, your most recent degree must not be older than 6 years as at the time of applying. So if you graduated, let's say in 2018, and you're trying to apply for the 2027 intake, then you need to check those timelines and dates closely. Requirement 4, you need at least 2 years of full-time professional work experience. And this experience must be gotten in a public authority, a state, a private company, all in a developing country, according to the list. And here's some good news. You do not need to have completed those 2 years already when you submit your application. You just need to have them completed by February of the year you are due to start your studies. So there's a bit of flexibility there. And one more thing, this program isn't really designed for university academics or research staff. If you're already working as a scientific researcher at a university, you are only considered in exceptional cases. This scholarship is aimed at professionals in the working world and not academia. So now let's get into the paperwork that you need for this scholarship process. One, you need your CV, and it has to be in Europass format specifically. This format is a standardized European CV template. If you've never made one before, I'll leave a link in the description showing you exactly how to put one together quickly. Number two, you need a signed letter of motivation written in English, and it cannot go over 1,000 words. This is basically your chance to explain who you are, why you want this program, and how it connects to your career and your country's development. Spend real time on this motivation letter, and don't just go online to pick on a generic motivation letter for this application because it will affect your application process. Number three, you need 2 letters of recommendation. Start reaching out to your former professors or supervisors early because these take time to arrange. Number 4, you need your degree certificates for every academic qualification that you've completed. You also need your full transcripts for each of those degrees. Number 6, you need your school living certificates. 7, you need a proof of your professional experience. So things like your employment letters or your contracts. 8, you need a portrait photograph. Number 9, this is optional though, but if this applies to you, you need a signed statement about any past disciplinary action. And if it doesn't apply, you can always skip it. 10, you need an official English language test score. And since the program is taught in English, they need proof that you can actually handle academic coursework in English. So get these documents very early because we know that the translations, the certified documents, all these documents take time to prepare, and don't just start getting them ready when the deadline is close by. So now let's get into the step-by-step process of how to apply. Step 1, you complete the application form. You do this through the DAAD's official portal. I'll put the direct link in the description box below so you can go straight to the right page. Step 2, you sign your application form. It sounds simple, but people genuinely forget this step, and an unsigned form can get your whole application rejected. Don't let that be you. Step 3, attach all the required documents that we just went through now. Ensure that every single one is included, correctly formatted, and clearly labeled. Step 4, submit your application. Before you hit the submit button, ensure you go through all the submitted information correctly, line by line, to be sure that you didn't make any mistakes. A single missing document can completely knock out an excellent application, and it will be a shame after all the effort that you put into it. So ensure that you go through all your documents and every information that you provided carefully. The deadline for this scholarship is October 15th. Don't wait till October before you start preparing your letters of recommendations, your motivation letter, and the likes, because we know that these things take time. Even reaching out to your lecturers and your professors to get your letters of recommendation is a whole lot of work, and it takes time. So start now so you can meet up with the deadline, which is October the 15th. And I'd like to end this by saying good luck with your application. If you have any form of questions, any gray areas that you need clarifications on, please let me know in my comments and I'll be more than happy to respond to them. Thank you so much for watching my video as always. And as usual, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.